You've seen pictures of so many of the famous sites and read in class about America's historic beginnings. Now, take a trip with your friends and discover Washington, D.C. and New York City for yourself. On this WorldStrides trip, you'll travel in time from the past to the modern day. You'll experience the powerful political epicenter of Washington, D.C. and the fast-paced cultural melting pot of New York City. You and your friends will interact with so many cultures, iconic landmarks, and extraordinary views that you've never experienced before. This is not your ordinary history lesson. America's past meets the present right in front of you. Your days will be packed from morning to night. There is so much to see and do in Washington, D.C. and New York City. You'll see breathtaking landmarks that symbolize our American values of freedom and justice. Some of the greatest museums in the world.
It was pretty cool. We got to ride in this airplane like we were actually riding one, like we got to drive it, and then we got to touch a moon rock.
Inspiring memorials that capture our nation's history.
My favorite part has been Lincoln Memorial because I got to finally see it in real life instead of on a computer.
The memorial really brought a lot of heartwarming memories back because my brother was in the Marines and it was kind of hard seeing him go all the time.
One of my favorite sites was probably the 9/11 memorial. It showed that we weren't afraid, but we also remembered those who were lost.
And witness firsthand the traditions that make our country great.
Arlington is my favorite thing because when we were changing the guards, it was so cool because they were doing everything perfectly. I want to join the military, so I was honored to watch that, and it takes your breath away.
It was amazing. It was a one in a million thing coming to see.
Your trip will be led by your own course leader to share fun facts and answer all your questions along the way.
So far, my favorite thing has been how detailed our tour guide goes into when he's talking about the monuments.
Mr. Bryan's he's pretty chill. When he explains stories behind it, it paints a visual picture that you can, actually see. It's pretty cool.
He probably knows everything about everything. If you ask him what Lincoln's favorite pizza was, he could probably tell you.
And when you aren't seeing amazing sights, you'll spend lots of time with your friends, eating at restaurants, and hanging out in your own hotel room. You and your friends will create your own memories to share for years to come.
Times Square was bright. I feel like it kind of shows what New York's about. It's lively, it's busy, it's beautiful, no matter what time it is.
This trip has been so amazing, it's almost overwhelming.
It's quite an experience. I have seen things I never thought I'd see.
When you and your friends join us in Washington, D.C. and New York City, you'll watch history come alive on a travel adventure you'll never forget.
I would recommend this trip to other students because it's a really great experience. You get to see a lot of the nation's history and you get to have a good time with your friends and you learn a lot.
Thank you, WorldStrides!